Hey.
Suffolk County Police.
Okay. Hey, whoa, don't wait, whoa. Don't touch me, please. Don't. I don't consent to no search and seizures. I'm in public place. I don't. Whoa. You're putting me up against the wall, and I don't like it. You need to stop. You need to stop. Don't do anything.
Are you recording me?
I'm just recording in general.
Why? I don't want to be recorded.
High salary should have something more productive to do than harass residents. Just followed me for several minutes in my vehicle around my neighborhood. It wasn't a coincidence. Would it be concerning to you, Lieutenant, if I followed you home? It's not illegal, right? You said it's not illegal. You said it's nothing illegal, you know, to follow somebody home, Mr. Reyes. You bring up public spaces all the time, Mr. Reyes. Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we're at the Suffolk County Police Department headquarters here in Yaphank, New York. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. So specifically, we're here to file a formal internal affairs complaint against the unknown officer who is patrolling in vehicle 604, following me, trying to intimidate and harass me. I will not be intimidated. We will file our complaint and we will follow up. Nassau County doesn't intimidate me. No police department in this country will, especially one that I am a resident of their jurisdiction and pay thousands of dollars each year in taxes to support this police department. This is unacceptable behavior. I don't know if Nassau County's Patrick Psycho Ryder sent word to harass me, but I won't be intimidated or harassed by any law enforcement agency. They are public servants. So that's what we're here to do today. The Suffolk County headquarters brings back many memories for me. My first ever audit was held in this parking lot over here to our right, where I was accosted, harassed by the Suffolk County Police Department. Hey.
Suffolk County Police.
Okay. Hey, don't touch me, please. Don't. I don't consent to no search and seizures. I'm in public place. I don't. Whoa.
Relax.
Whoa. Because you coming up here running on me trying to grab me. Don't grab me. Don't touch me. De-escalate the situation. That's what you're trained to do, right? That's what you're trained to do. Whoa. De-escalate.
No.
De-escalate. I do not consent to any searches or seizures. I haven't broken the law. Stop backing. You're putting me up against the wall, and I don't like it. You need to stop. You need to stop. Don't do anything. Don't. Definitely didn't have the knowledge that I have today. So if you'd like to watch that full video, it's very interesting. I'll link it in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're just getting inside the Suffolk County Police Department headquarters here. They don't have a problem with us recording, unlike Nassau County and the NYPD. See if we could speak to somebody from Internal Affairs. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Hi, I would like to speak with somebody from Internal Affairs to file a complaint.
Not actually in this building anymore. They moved last year. I'm happy to give you their phone number so you can give them a call and schedule an appointment.
Sure, no problem. This is their number?
Yes, sir.
They're no longer in this. Where are they?
They're somewhere in the 4th precinct. I'm not really sure where.
4th precinct? Okay, and where would I do a FOIL request?
Oh, so you can do that right across the lobby, Central Records Room 102.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, ma'am?
Good.
I just wanted to submit this FOIL request.
Okay.
If I can get a signed received copy.
Okay.
A copy.
Are you recording me?
I'm just recording in general.
Why? I don't want to be recorded.
Well, I'm just documenting the process,
Okay,
ma'am, of
well,
submitting
the process is,
the FOIL request.
you fill out a FOIL request. There's a form I can give you.
All the pertinent information is on there. The requester information, the custodian of records, and the details of the records that I'm requesting, ma'am.
Okay. I can find out if I can take this. I'm uncomfortable with that.
I'm sorry, ma'am?
Do not want that.
Why would you be uncomfortable with a camera, ma'am? Are you uncomfortable with transparency? Accountability, maybe?
I'm not uncomfortable because I don't want to be on your outside social media. I have rights too.
You have, what rights do you have, ma'am?
This is a public place. We have no rights in it.
He's recording. He's allowed. Yeah, she does work for us. I don't understand. At least somebody gets it, right, man? I'm just trying to hold them accountable. I'm submitting some documents, and I want to know who I gave it to, who received it.
Nobody wants to be accountable.
No one wants to be held accountable. You're right.
Okay, you're acknowledged.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You have a great day. Take care, brother. You too. Let's see if we can get a hold of Internal Affairs.
Internal Affairs, Lieutenant McKeefer.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I was given this number to schedule an appointment to submit an internal affairs complaint. I'm actually here at the headquarters, and I was told that your offices have moved.
Yeah, we're off site now. What do you mean set up an appointment? Who'd you speak to about setting up an appointment?
Well, just the front desk. They told me that I would have to call to set up an appointment.
Yeah, we don't do appointments. We do everything over the phone. What's the issue?
So I would like to submit a complaint regarding an unknown officer to me at this time. I just submitted a FOIL request for the information for this officer here at the headquarters. Are you ready to take my complaint now?
If you give me 1 second, I can be. What's the issue, though?
I'm sorry, sir?
What's the issue?
So an officer, like I said, an unknown officer driving patrol vehicle 604 on November 25th of this year, 2023, was, I had passed the officer and he had made a U-turn to follow me. He followed me around my neighborhood all the way into the front of my house. And, I believe this was done in order to harass or intimidate me. The Suffolk County Police, my name is Sean Paul Reyes, by the way, excuse me. My name is Sean Paul Reyes. The Suffolk County Police Department, especially in the 6th Precinct, know who I am, know where I live, know the kind of vehicle that I drive. And, I find it very disconcerting that Suffolk County Police Department, as high as paid as they are, would find the time to just follow me around. I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you, breaking up.
You said as high paid as they are. One, that has nothing to do with anything. Two, did the officer stop you? Did he confront you? Did he pull you over? Did he ask for any information?
Well, okay, so I think it's only relevant because, with the high salary, you should have something more productive to do than harass residents. But no, he didn't pull me over. He just followed me for several minutes in my vehicle around my neighborhood. It wasn't a coincidence. It's all on video. I can send you over the video so you could take a look. He sees my car, he makes a U-turn, and then follows me throughout my neighborhood and all the way up into my house. And like I said, I know the Suffolk County Police Department, especially the 6th Precinct, because the 6th Precinct officer knows my vehicle, knows where I live, unfortunately, and I believe that this
Hold on. You said you don't know who the officer is. There's over 200 people that work in the 6th Precinct, but you don't know who he is, but you think he knows where you live and your vehicle? What are you basing that on?
Well, I'm basing that because I've had a lot of interactions with Suffolk County Police Department before, and every officer that I've ever come in contact with addresses me by name. I film police and I hold them accountable. I've dealt with internal affairs before. I don't think I've dealt with you. What was your name again, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant McKeefer.
Lieutenant McCreefy. I don't think I've ever dealt with you specifically, but I've dealt with internal affairs. Internal affairs investigations have been opened based on my videos, just without me even making a complaint. Like I said, it's pretty probable.
Your videos have interaction or some sort of conversation or interaction. You're saying an officer followed you. You've offered no corroborating evidence of that.
I said it's all recorded.
We're on the roads, so you have to understand if an officer sees you, whether he knows you or not, making U-turn and following a vehicle based on observing an infraction or pretext, it's all within bounds. You understand that, right? I mean, I know you're an expert on the Constitution, so I'm not probably familiar with that.
I'm no expert, but I understand that there was nothing that this officer did that was unlawful. That's not my argument. My argument is that the officer did it in an effort to intimidate and harass me, which again might not be unlawful, but again, as a resident and a taxpayer of Suffolk County, I have it on video. There's no reason for him to be following me. If there was a reason for him to be following me, it would be because I committed a traffic infraction, like you just stated. Obviously, I did not.
But we don't have to address every traffic infraction. That's the thing. We have discretion, which again, I'm sure you're aware of. We have discretion.
I would love to hear from the, and that's why I would love to hear from the officer to hear why he was following me if it wasn't for,
But you have no right to that. That's the thing.
How do I have no right to an officer that I pay that's following me around my neighborhood?
You don't pay.
We do.
You don't pay our salaries. No, we
do. Sir, do you pay? Do you own property? No. That's not from 1915, sir. Do you pay property taxes here in Suffolk County?
That's none of your business.
Okay,
So
it's none of my business. So
is,
if you don't pay property taxes, then you wouldn't see the Suffolk County when you're paying your property taxes at the end of the year. There's at least for me, there's a $4,000 bill for the Suffolk County Police Department. So that is in reality that we're paying for the Suffolk County Police Department. But again, I think that's important to note that you're wrong, that we do pay.
So again, regardless how you feel about that, an officer is under no obligation to explain why he's following or not following a vehicle. If he observes an infraction, we're not obligated to acknowledge that infraction or enforce that infraction. There's no...
But there was no infraction committed. It's all on video. There was no infraction committed.
So again, we can follow vehicles based on
again, Lieutenant. I'm not saying you can follow whoever you'd like. I'm sure you could.
So what's the complaint? You think it's harassment, but it's not. You haven't identified any sort of harassment or intimidation.
Well, following somebody. If I were to follow somebody in my car and they felt harassed or intimidated, that would in fact be stalking. So again,
no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's repetitive behavior.
You have to understand. If you could identify an interaction, if somebody yells something at you or curses at you, tries to cut you off or brake checks you or something, there's an argument to be made for a stalking thing, like you mentioned, but you haven't identified any of that. Well, sir,
I've received many anonymous threats from Proton email addresses that I know law enforcement officers use. Again, I can't specifically say that it was a law enforcement officer who's made threats to me. I am dealing with some pretty scary elements, and you guys did just come to my house with the Nassau County Police Department, that was following me around too. Again, I just don't appreciate, and like I said, no matter what your thoughts are, I still would like to. I get you're trying to play defense here as internal affairs.
It's not a matter of defense. It's not a matter of defense. You have to understand that. I have no stake in the game. It's not a defense thing. You haven't identified any sort of harassment or intimidation.
It's following somebody. Following somebody is harassing and intimidating them when you know who they are.
I understand you're huge on public spaces, right? Public libraries, post offices. You're huge on identifying public spaces.
Right.
So you'd understand that the roadway is a public space, which we have free reign over. You didn't identify him as tailgating you, as pulling you over, as harassing you, as stopping you, or yelling at you. There's no harassment there.
Well, again, I feel
it could be your grandmother, it could be my grandmother, it could be a random person on the street. You haven't identified one iota of harassment.
Well, sir, when law enforcement, sir, law enforcement know who I am, especially the Suffolk County Police Department.
You're speaking collectively.
Yeah.
You have no idea who this officer is.
Right, and I will know because I did a FOIA request for that information and any radio information, whatever. I'll do my own side investigation. I obviously know that you're not going to do.
You will.
Yeah, and I'm not, not going to say that. All I'm saying, sir, is that I need you to just file a complaint for me.
I will gladly file a complaint if you can identify a complaint.
My complaint is that the Suffolk County Police Department is. I want it noted, and I want to make a complaint. Look, sir, I've dealt with internal affairs in this department. I've dealt with them across the country. I understand that your agency, internal affairs, your division is meant to defend officers. I understand that I understand that perfectly, right? There was just an article that came out, a few months ago about a cover-up within the Suffolk County Police Internal Affairs Agency. I'm sure you've seen that story. So again, I have no doubt that the Suffolk County Police Department Internal Affairs Division covers things up. It's proven at this point. But the point is that I believe that I was harassed and followed, because I know I was followed, and I think it was done in a way to be intimidating towards me and to follow me around my home and to follow me in my car. It's all on video. Like I said, if you'd like to see the video, I can share that information with you. But again, I'm not saying this person had ill motives. That's what I believe, and I think that an investigation should be done. What if there was somebody I filed a complaint against?
Mr. Reyes, we don't investigate based on belief. We investigate based on tangible allegation, a tangible.
Yeah, there's video of this person. There's video of this vehicle following me around. It might not be unlawful per se, but again, based on who I am, if it was
it's not misconduct. That's the thing. We don't just investigate unlawful activity. We investigate misconduct. You haven't identified a snippet of misconduct either. That's what
So
we
to use
investigate,
police,
misconduct.
so
This
to use
does
police,
not rise to the level of
to use police resources to intimidate a resident is not misconduct.
You haven't identified a bit of intimidation.
Well, again, I think that would come through an investigation, Lieutenant, right? Because you don't know who this officer is either. He could have a vendetta against me. It could have been an officer I filed a complaint against in the past. It could have been. It can be a myriad of different reasons. He could be trying to intimidate me and coming by my house in order to, intimidate. Or could have been a coincidence. Who knows? It doesn't look like one to me.
Any car that we follow, you think we should take? Because obviously there's hundreds of cops on the street right now, right?
Sure.
And there's
Yeah.
tens of thousands of vehicles driving around Suffolk County right now, right? So any Suffolk County police car that's behind a resident of Suffolk County, should they all call and complain that there's a police car following them? Would that be
if a police
Would that be rational?
if those okay, I'll answer your question. If that person, man or woman, had an issue with the Suffolk County Police Department in the past or presently, they had an issue where they believed the Suffolk County Police Department was corrupt and doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and they had an issue, and then this agency starts following them around their home, not just going behind me for a second. This is making a whole U-turn just to follow me, making all the turns that I make with me
all the time.
Okay, but this is making all the but it's more than just making a U-turn and getting behind me, Lieutenant. It's making.
We follow cars all the time.
Oh,
follow cars all the time. You say there was no infraction,
but again.
That's based on what you tell me.
Right, and I'm sure
the
video.
I have no reason to disbelieve you, but why should I believe you?
So there's a video, but like I said, and you could see me clearly stop.
What does the video show? Does it show you maintaining your lane to an exact degree? Does it show the depth of the tread of your tires? Does it show
irrelevant, Lieutenant. Again, like I said, if somebody had
those are infractions.
If that individual, if that officer would have pulled me over for an infraction, then we wouldn't be needing this conversation. We would have known what was the reason.
We don't have to enforce all infractions. That's the thing. If we observe an infraction, we can follow based on that infraction, and then have the discretion to either enforce it or choose not to, and go about it.
You would agree that we don't know if there was an infraction right now? You would agree with that, Lieutenant?
No, you were the one telling me that there was no infraction.
Well, because I know there's no infraction because I know how I was driving, Lieutenant. But I could understand why you don't know for a fact if there was any infraction or not. But like I said, I think that would come with an investigation. Well, I understand that you think I understand that you think this investigation is silly, Lieutenant, and I get where you're coming. I get what you're trying to put down right here. But all I'm saying is that to me, listen, but you're trying to say that there was no misconduct, there was nothing going on. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, but what I'm saying is it's concerning to me as a taxpayer who's had issues with the Suffolk County Police Department in the past, who has reported on corruption in your very office in the past. Proven corruption, sir, and for a long. I've reported on proven corruption inside of the internal affairs investigation.
Well, I mean, I've seen news reports. I mean, I've seen your Instagram stuff. I don't think that's published. Is that really reported?
Well, whatever case you want to make, sir. It's irrelevant. Again,
you're the reporter, so you said reported on.
Yeah.
Have you reported on?
So when you I'll explain that to you, Lieutenant. When you disseminate public information to the public, that's reporting, sir. So when I'm disseminating public information, whether it's on Instagram, as you might say, or YouTube or any other public outlet, that's still reporting, sir. Well, again, it's still irrelevant. It's still
reporters out there got it.
Sure, yeah, of course. It's called the First Amendment, sir. We have freedom of press in this country.
No, I got it. I remember. You're the expert on the Constitution. So do me a favor. Send me the video. You're not being cooperative with me at all. You're trying to fight with me and escalate the situation. You're trying to argue. Oh, there's millions of reporters. You're being smart, sir. And as a public servant, I don't think that's acceptable. Mr. Rice, you have identified zero misconduct.
But that's zero misconduct to a corrupt internal affairs investigator, sir.
So then why do you want to?
Because I need this on. Sir, I have to follow.
You can't get a straight investigation.
Well, sir, I guess am I just supposed to accept the fact that you're corrupt, or am I supposed to just?
I'm trying to give you straight answers here, but you don't.
But you're not, sir. You're trying to engage with me and trying. Sir, all I'm saying is that it's very simple, sir. As a taxpayer, as a property owner here in Suffolk County, I pay taxes to the Suffolk County Police Department. I've had an unfortunate history with the Suffolk County Police Department, and I've reported on corruption in the Suffolk County Police Department. Now the Suffolk County Police Department know what kind of car I drive, and they know where I live. They've been to my house before.
Collectively. You're speaking
They've been
collectively.
to, especially the 6th precinct, because I live within the 6th precinct jurisdiction, sir. So the 6th precinct officer turned around to follow my car, knowing who I was, and followed me all the way back to my house. And I think that is harassment and intimidation by the Suffolk County Police Department. Again, you might not think that, sir, but I think that, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that see the video of him following me around for no reason. There was no traffic infraction. Again, that's something you can investigate, sir. But at the end of the day, for you to just dismiss my claims as, you know, oh, he did nothing wrong without, you know, an investigation, it's insane.
I didn't say he did nothing wrong. I said you've identified nothing that he did wrong. There's nothing
That's
you've
literally
alleged,
the same
nothing
thing.
you described rises to the level of misconduct.
Well,
Zero.
To
It's
you,
not even a gray area.
so you don't think that a police department intimidating a journalist for her reporting on them they think that's okay? Because that's what it looks like to me. Again, I don't know. It could have been an officer that I've written a personal complaint against. It could have been, you know, just a coincidence. I don't know. Could this person have some type of vendetta towards me? I don't know. I don't even know who they are at this moment. And neither do you, sir. And that's the point. You don't even know who this individual is, and you're dismissing it as, well, he's allowed to follow people to their home.
It's not dismissing.
So would it be concerning to you? Would it be concerning to you, Lieutenant, if I followed you home? It's not illegal, right? You said it's not illegal. You said it's nothing illegal, you know, to follow somebody home, Mr. Reyes. You bring up public spaces all the time, Mr. Reyes. You're home, driving home. That's public information, and I could follow you. Would you think that's concerning behavior, Lieutenant?
That's not what I said at all. You're twisting my words. I'm sure you have it recorded. You can go back and listen, as will I. That's not what I said at all.
Well, you're saying that there's no misconduct and there's nothing to investigate.
I'm saying you described no misconduct.
So okay, so there would be nothing concerning to you if anyone were to follow you to your home, police officer or not. It wouldn't be concerning.
Concern doesn't mean misconduct.
I'm not a government entity. So I like I said, all I'm doing as a taxpayer, sir, is I'm calling. I think I've been very cordial with you. I'm not trying to again, internal affairs.
So
me saying internal affairs corrupt is not a personal thing against you. I don't know if you're part of the corruption or not. I don't know when you've been. I don't know you. So all I'm saying is that internal affairs in Suffolk County has been proven to be corrupt and cover up things in the past through investigative reports. And I'm just saying that all I'm doing is I'm concerned that this person had ill intent towards me and was trying to intimidate me. So I don't understand you could just take down the information and then investigate it.
So how about this? Send me the video like you said. I'll review the video and I'll follow up with you. Is that fair?
Fair, very fair. All right, no problem. So you have my contact information? That's correct.
All right.
So and where do I send?
Yeah. You have the email address, right?
No. Can you please give it to me?
Certainly. Give me 1 second. Mr. Reyes, you ready to take the email address?
I'm ready.
scpd.internalaffairs@suffolkcountyny.gov.
Perfect. I'll send over the video, as long as some screenshots of the number of the vehicle. It was 604. I've already submitted a FOIL request for the information that I'm requesting. Like I said, nothing personal. Just I don't like it. I don't like that type of behavior. Like I said, it could be innocent behavior. That's for an investigation to determine this person. I could have filed a complaint against this person, and now he's trying to get some sort of revenge or intimidate me. We just don't know at this point, right, Lieutenant?
Right. We know absolutely nothing.
Right.
So
correct.
Send it over.
Just for my reporting, Internal Affairs no longer takes face-to-face interviews. I remember I used to give in face-to-face interviews at the headquarters.
Correct.
So now now you would just call the number that I was given, and that's how you file a complaint against Suffolk County police officer. Is there other ways?
I'm sorry, say again?
Is the only way to file a complaint against a Suffolk County police officer through calling this number that I was given?
No, it's through calling, or you could do it through the police department website or through that email address I just gave you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Lieutenant. Have a great day.
Take it easy.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just got off the phone with the lieutenant from Internal Affairs. He is obviously very uninterested in our complaint. He's not going to investigate our complaint. He was very rude, condescending, and unprofessional. Our conversation should have went way differently. Professional, cordial, accepted the complaint. It's concerning to me that law enforcement officers would be following me around. They know my vehicle. They know where I live. They know who I am. Obviously, I have a history with the Suffolk County Police Department, not all that good. So for a law enforcement officer to be following me around, if I was following him around to his house, I'm sure he'd find that concerning. But a law enforcement officer doing it to a journalist, trying to intimidate him and harass him, that's okay. This is exactly why Attorney Shield is needed. Attorney Shield is not just a product for me. I see some of the comments, oh, he's sponsored by Attorney Shield, he's trying to just get a commission. I receive no commission through Attorney Shield. Attorney Shield is my company that I own with Lackluster and other partners. We are trying to fundamentally change policing. Now, there are some of you out there that just want to watch First Amendment audits and police interactions, and that's fine. You want to watch that for your entertainment. But I know there are so many of us that want to actually affect real change in our country, and Attorney Shield can do that. Imagine I was being followed by law enforcement. Imagine he would have pulled me over for some traffic infraction that I didn't commit. I would have been able to pull out my phone, hit the button, have an attorney in 30 seconds or less representing me. My emergency contact knows exactly where I am and what I'm going through. The recording is going straight to the cloud, to a secure cloud server. It's amazing. The police officer couldn't shut off the phone without a PIN, secure PIN, in order to shut down the application. This is game-changing between interactions between the law enforcement and the public. This is not just some product. I've had many opportunities to do sponsorships for flashlights, green juices. There's a bunch of things that I could have done, taken sponsorships for in the last 3 years, and I've never done it. And Attorney Shield is not a sponsorship. It is my company along with my partners, and we're really trying to change the game when it comes to police interactions. Imagine every single person in the United States had Attorney Shield on their phone. Officers would tread lightly at all traffic stops, knowing that an attorney is going to be watching them at all times, that video is going to be seen by millions of people potentially, between Lackluster and myself and other activists out there. It's so important, ladies and gentlemen. Again, not a product, but if you'd like to sign up, protect yourself, lock yourself into the low rate, less than $5 a month. For less than $5 a month, you can have peace of mind and protection and have an attorney at the push of a button within 30 seconds or less. Absolutely amazing service. I'm so proud of it. I know either way it's going to change the game, but if you'd like to sign up early, go to attorneybutton.com. The links will be in the description and the pinned comment section. So basically, we did all we can do. We made our phone call. We submitted our FOIA request for who the officer was that was following me around in police vehicle 604. We did all we can do, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much else we can do here. We spoke to Lieutenant. Hopefully, he gets back to me. I'm going to send him the video right now. I just want accountability. We need to make a record of what's going on. It's not good to have law enforcement officers following known journalists who have had interactions with law enforcement. Like I said, I could have filed a complaint against that officer, and he's trying to get back at me, trying to intimidate me and harass me. It's worth looking into. I'm not scared or intimidated by any law enforcement officer. They're public servants, especially ones in my own backyard where I pay their salary directly, not just through federal government money and taxes, but through my property taxes here directly to the Suffolk County Police Department. So they should treat us with respect no matter where you live, but they should also investigate all complaints and not see them as trivial. But let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe, God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.